Okay, we're here in Eastern Kentucky. We live in Seco, Kentucky, and we're asking if you want to actually help real people with gift cards or some cash, whatever. It doesn't matter. The nonprofits that people are sending money to won't take our phone calls. We haven't gotten any help. We're going to do a little drive through here and show you that 24 days later, I think it's 24 days now later, what it still looks like. Not the first bag of garbage has been picked up. It's just an utter disaster. I'll kind of tell you what things are as we drive by. This is Whitaker. This came down through here. The creek runs around right down through there. We still have trailers in the creek. We still have houses, garbage, debris. Not the first bag of trash has been picked up around here. Unless people can haul it off themselves, or able to pick it up and haul it off themselves. This house was turned the other direction. It was back there. It never even, these houses weren't here before. I don't know where they came from. We have trailers here that are turned completely sideways and moved. All this garbage still hasn't been picked up from these people's houses. Nobody's coming to help us pick up trash, and these people are cleaning stuff out pretty much themselves. That little store demolished. There used to be 2 trailers sitting here that are now gone. I don't even know for sure where they're at. Here's trash still sitting over here that nobody's picked up and helped us. Here's our new bridge that was just put in not that long ago that has debris still all around it. That debris all down through there that we can't get nobody to come help us pick this up. And that looks like part of a trailer still sitting there. There's a little church. That's Seco Free Will Baptist. They're putting up a building right now to help with distribution, to help us get supplies and things that we need. They've got, my Uncle Bobby lives here, or not lives here, but this is his land, and he's got a lot of this cleaned up, probably himself, him and his son. Oh, I just ran into a car. I'm gonna have to down through here, you see all the debris around the creek that still hasn't been cleaned up. All these non-profit organizations taking money to clean stuff up, and nothing's being picked up. Right there, that looks like a trailer that's ended up here, probably from down there where I told you there was trailers missing that were sitting. That looks like probably one of them way down here. This lady has cleaned out her house a little bit. This is some of her stuff that still hasn't been picked up. This trailer still hasn't been touched, and nobody helped clean that up. This lady's trash has still not been picked up or touched. All this debris that nobody's picking up. We don't have nowhere to take it to. These 2 houses weren't hit too hard, I don't think. How and why, I don't know. But this lady has been out here cleaning and trying to open her beauty shop back up, but she can't get all the debris moved to. There's trailers and stuff in the creek area, but this is debris that still hasn't been picked up. They can say that they're coming around helping all of us, but they're not. She's done all this herself, pretty much herself. I come by here every day. She's out here working, trying to get her stuff done herself. Here's still our creek. If you get closer to our house, all this debris still not picked up, garbage everywhere. As we get into Seco here, you can see the debris. My understanding is that the church and the post office that's been here for 120 years is condemned. There's garbage that's been here from day one, still hasn't been picked up. There's our little church, that Seco Church, that still nothing done here. There's our little post office that's condemned and being shut down. All this, nothing. These cars were soaked and covered in water. They can't get them going. This little lady's been in her house since the flood. And this is somebody else's garbage. This house is, they've got boards and stuff up here trying to hold it up, the porch. This house doesn't, nobody hasn't helped clean none of these houses out. They're just completely demolished. Still on day 24, and they got all this money coming in and they're helping everybody. This house, they had just bought this house and demolished their building. Nobody's helped clean their stuff out. This is just stuff that they could actually pull out themselves. You can still see the mud in their carport there. And these people just demolished. This is stuff that they've gotten out. There's another church here. This is completely gone. I think they said they're going to have to burn it down. It's completely wiped out. Still 24 days later, and nobody's came along to help clean this out. This guy was stuck in his trailer, went over into the creek, and he was literally stuck in his house for 6 to 8 hours, and the kayak finally got to him and got him out. Just utter disarray. Fences down there still down with trash all around them. All that trash. That not the first bag of garbage picked up. We're going to take you down another road and show you some more Seco. Up here on the left, you're going to see our winery. This is the grape field for the winery. This is his grapes that he makes wine with, and still he's working his butt off, and this is still him trying to do it himself, and a few neighbors lending a hand. And it's just, there's so much, and there's nobody that came to Seco to help us. Like, we're not getting anything done. I'm going to take you down through here. This is the winery, which was our old general store back in the day. And it's a winery and a bed and breakfast now was. And these yellow houses belong to the winery, and he's trying to fix those back up so he can, they were Airbnbs. And he said the floors are ruined, the basement was full of water. But he's cleaning a lot his up himself. But this is Bob White Drive. This is where I live. This is my neighbor's house that he had family that could help him get all this out, but nobody picking up garbage. Over here you got a house that's, their cars were all messed up and turned around. These yards, this trailer's gone. It's still flooded with water. Over here you have a house that's no garbage picked up, but they've worked to get stuff out themselves. Here's 42 Bob White Drive. This is where I live. All my garbage that I've gotten out that can't do anything with, and it's just a disaster, people. Nothing picked up. Over here, nobody was living in this house. It was for sale, but nobody won't come help her clean it out because nobody's living there. Same with this house. They were gonna rent. They were fixing it up to rent out. Over here, this lady has diabetes and has ulcers, and that's all her ulcers on her feet, and nobody's came to help her, and she's living in her house. None of her stuff picked up. We can't get our yards mowed because nobody has lawn mowers. This is Todd's. He's really worked his butt off out here trying to clean, but as you can see, there's so much you can't even see that there's been a dent put in it. This little house was right next to the creek, and just total disarray, people. This is our mud ground. So when these nonprofits are telling you all that they're out here helping people, you saw Seco. I just drove through it at 11 o'clock in the morning, or whatever time it is right now, and It looks like a ghost town. There's not a soul here. Nobody picking up garbage. There's Frank's house. It's nobody's here helping nobody, and everybody's just had to pretty much leave because of the flies and the mold. I'm gonna go see if I can walk into my house here a little bit. I don't have a mask, so I'm gonna show you the mold growth of these people, which I came and cleaned off my porch a little bit yesterday, but this is our yard that needs to be mowed, but we don't have a lawnmower or weed eater anymore, so this is I sprayed all this yesterday with a pressure washer, trying to knocked all the paint loose, and let's see, I'm going to try to hold my breath here a little bit. This is the inside of my house. This is mold that's growing on the floor. The flies flying out. Sink's gone. See the mold growing all over the house. This is just that mold. I don't know what that is, but the stairs are broken down. It's just a mess. Here, cat, get out of here. Anyways, just wanted people to see that the truth about Seco. They can say that they're helping, but literally the only thing that's helping is each other the best that we can. We're all doing our own thing, and we can't get it done by ourselves. If somebody knows anybody that wants to help, there's you some real truth 24 days later, because you ain't going to get real truth from the national news. It's all lies. There ain't nothing been done here in Seco, and nobody helping anybody except for each other. We do have people, local churches, that are coming around and bringing us hot meals and water and things like that. But as far as helping clean up, I cleaned this up, but I was picking up needles. There was needles all in here and along my fence line, so I had to stop picking it up. I can't see what's in my yard, so I can't go in that house. There's too much mold. Like I said, that lady's got diabetes and has ulcers, and she's living in her house. And the lady over there in the front has been in her house since the flood happened, and she's still living in there with mold everywhere. And I'm sure their houses look like the inside of mine. Anyways, that's just the real truth from Seco, Kentucky. If you want to actually help real people, like I said, there's 42 Bob White Drive. There's a little delivery box that I made for deliveries, and if anything is sent here, I will distribute to all these people that you see on Bob White Drive that are getting no help, and over there on that main run down that road that I showed you all. I will help distribute and give to people. And if you don't want to send to my address, that 42 Bob White Drive, you got 30 Bob White Drive, 25 Bob White Drive. I don't know what everybody's numbers are. 63 Bob White Drive. I don't know what their numbers are, but if you want to send gift cards to these people, just put Bob White Drive. I don't want to give out everybody's names on YouTube, but just Bob White Drive. They all need help. And down there, on Seco Drive, I think is what it's called. Can't even think right now, but just anybody along that road down there needs help, and anybody on Bob White Drive needs help. All down through Whitaker needs help, and I know that there's plenty more out there that need help in Hemp Hill and Neon and Whitesburg and McCain and Payne Gap. So if you actually want to help real people, that nonprofit organizations won't take our phone calls, and their lines are being closed down because they've done all they can do around here. This is what they've done for Seco. Absolutely nothing. Thank you. Again, here is the address if you want to send gift cards. People are trying to get their cars running. The Napa, Advanced Auto, AutoZone, so they can get car parts and things, or Lowe's or Walmart or Ace Hardware, so they can get dehumidifiers or shock vacs or air conditioning units, heaters. It's starting to get cold. Nobody has heat or air to do anything and be in here working to do anything. If extension cords, lawn mowers, weed eaters, so we can clean up our yards. I just don't, I don't even know, rakes, just anything will help. Again, this is my daughter's Venmo, and she will distribute and help these people as well. This is the mailing address for gift cards or something if you want to send gift cards, because those are the most useful. Because I say that because it kind of forces us to go purchase things that we need from those places instead of holding on to it, or instead of going to McDonald's or gift cards for McDonald's or KFC, things like that, because they have now stopped distributing hot meals and said that they're leaving the area and going other places, and so we don't no longer going to have hot meals and water delivered to us. So just so everybody knows the truth. Thank you for watching.